Yo, what's going on? Um, the wall of silence for me is a whole lot bigger than just relationships between black men and black women. Um, every group, every cultural group wants to protect their way of life, and the men are pretty much given that responsibility. If you go across any community, across the world or any culture, and that culture is failing, what are they going to do? Look at the men, right? What are the men doing? What are they not doing? Because at the end of the day, it's their responsibility. So what happens? The men step up and they want to take charge. Because, if they're going to be entrusted with the fate of their culture, they want to make sure that they're doing it their way. They want to be leaders. And the women understand this and they submit to them in that way. Not in a sense where the women feel inferior, but they understand that, the man is supposed to give his life to protect his family, to protect his culture. So there's that understanding. But I get frustrated in the black community because we're not allowed to do that. Right? We're marginalized, yet when stuff is failing, everybody looks at us in terms of what we're not doing. Right? The men that are promoted on a daily basis drop the ball, and everybody expects us to pick it up. And it's not even the fact that we don't want to step up. It's just more so we're not allowed to step up. Right? The women don't want to submit to our leadership, yet they want us to put our lives on the line. And my biggest thing is I don't have any problem, putting my neck out there to protect my people, but you have to allow me to be a leader to do that. And part of being a leader is praise and criticism. Right? Part of being a leader is being able to chill with the people you're leading, right? But then to also chew out the people that you're leading, get them together, right? It's not always going to be fun and games, but because we get real, right? Because we want to exercise our authority, the black women don't like it, right? So there's this, feeling that they have to embrace dudes who aren't stand up so that they can keep their peace and have their pseudo type of comfort, which is slowly crumbling. And I haven't even factored in how white dominant America plays into marginalizing people in my position. So there's all these factors holding us down, but at the end of the day, people come to us and expect us to do more. So I have every right to be mad. Like, I honestly don't understand how other black men can't be just as mad as I am, especially if they care. I don't care about myself in terms of me doing well, right? I can find a black chick, nice short hair, educated, and we could, live safely in the suburbs and do what we have to do. Buy nice cars, eat good food, have barbecues every Saturday and Sunday. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's just me and other people aren't doing the same thing. Right? I talk to a lot of black dudes who would make great warriors, right? They have all the, the gusto, they have all the intelligence to be good warriors for our cause. But they don't care. Because they don't want to step up and not be embraced, or they don't want to step up and get shot down. So they don't care. And my biggest thing is, people don't need to be worried about who's on YouTube. People need to be more worried about who's not on YouTube. There's a strong group of smart, educated black dudes, right, who, whether you believe it or not, aren't necessarily corny, who understand what's going on, but they choose not to get involved because they don't feel like they have to fight for power over bullshit black men. Right? We have all these things that we want to do on our agenda. But if you come on YouTube, like I said before, there are videos of women talking about how they like certain black dudes. The same dudes that are destroying what we're trying to protect. It's not even about who's dating, who's sleeping with who. It's bigger than that. The dudes that are tearing down our community are the ones being embraced. They're the ones on TV. Yet we're supposed to step up. And when we want to get everybody in order, we get shot down. We get torn down. So a lot of dudes are like, why am I going to do that? For a lot of dudes, it's bittersweet. Right? For a lot of dudes, it is bittersweet. Because they would like to get involved. But at the end of the day, they know what's going to happen when they do open up their mouth. So, I guess for me, in closing, the wall of silence is going to be when black men stop caring about the black community on a holistic level. When we stop caring about politics, when we stop caring about education, when we stop caring about health, when we stop caring about finance, when we stop caring about the struggles of black women, when we stop caring about maintaining the black family, when we stop caring about, all the other things that I forgot to mention. When we stop caring, that's the problem. Because there's going to be no one there to stick their neck out on the line. Right? There's going to be nobody there who's willing to die by the sword. And that's the problem. So, I'm going to keep up my fight simply because I've had some sort of success, and I know there's other people around me, but I know that there's people who don't really have anybody around them to support them, to support what they're trying to do. And I can't blame them. I can't get mad at them. Really, I can't. Right? It's like black women want the power, but at the end of the day, the second you come out black women in terms of what they're doing for the community, they have nothing to say. I'm not trying to bash or bring down black women, but how many black women on YouTube do you see talking about education, politics? Not too much. If I want to know about black hair, come to YouTube. I'm not trying to knock anybody who does that. That's needed. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, how many black women on YouTube are talking about other stuff that's bigger than just their relationships with black men or how they desire white men? Not too much. So anyways, I want you guys to think about it. Tell me how you feel. Take it easy. God bless.